we have the E91 with the full E90 front end on it. Bumper, fender, hood, and even the side mirrors. Everything bolts up except for the fenders. There is some kind of little minor fitment issues with the mounting brackets for the side and the rear where it meets the door. The brackets from the E91 are different than the E90. In order to do that, you either have to cut them off the E90 or order them new from BMW, which we have ordered and they are on their way. Next up, we kind of started working on the rear with trying to fit the E90 exhaust on the E91, which first step would be to remove the rear bumper, and then from there mount the exhaust. At the body shop, they are going to have to graft the E91 bumper to the E90 bumper to try and get everything to fit. E90 has different exhaust mounting brackets, which the E91 does not have. We have ordered those, and they will be here in the coming weeks for us to be able to do that. From there, we're going to start on doing the inside. Complete interior is going to come out before it goes to the body shop. Seats, carpet, door panels, dash, headliner, all the A, B, C, D pillars, everything is coming out. A lot of the E90 interior will fit into the E91, so that's what our goal is. Again, along with the theme of the project, make it an E91 M3 wagon as BMW would.
The interior removal is a really important process to this build. Not only do we have to get all of the OEM interior out of the E91, we also need to pull off every nut and bolt, every clip, all the electrical parts. We have to catalog them, and we're going to put those on our working carts in bags so that we can put these back on the car when we do the final assembly. The package that we're putting together with both of these cars, we're going to need to use a lot of parts from the E91 and a lot of parts from the E90 to make the final build. This part, not only is it Adam disassembling everything you guys see here, but it's also us organizing in the background and during the nights and making sure everything is there, not only so we know where it is, but also so we can catalog the condition. Everything we've pulled off, we're going to restore in some way, and if it doesn't meet the standards that I wanted for this build, we're going to order something new from BMW. Whether that's hardware, whether that's a plastic panel, whether that's carpet, really anything that we need, it's going to be ordered or it's going to be restored. The headliner and some of the stuff you see Adam removing here is going to go and get wrapped with Alcantara. A lot of the door panels are going to be done in the same manner. Moving over to Ultimate, where we take all the interior. All of this is a really important process, and we wanted to show all of that here. Now let's get ready to take the car over to Brad's now that we have all the interior out of the car, so we can do the rear fabrication on the inner and outer rear fenders, and we're going to walk you guys through that process right now. Here we are on the lift at Samuel's Auto, and the guys are go ahead and disassembling the fenders. They had to cut the very leading edge of the fender so they can put it into the two parts, because a fender structure is really the outer part, which is painted, which everyone sees, and then the inner structure that builds the strength of the fender and builds the mounting points to mount the plastics from the E90 M3. In order to access that, we had to cut a window in the fender. All the spot welds need to be drilled, the epoxy needs to be separated, and all of it needs to come out. Now, when it goes into the black pieces here, you can see that that is the brand new piece and brand new inner structure that's from BMW, and it has to be fit, of course, around the fuel tank, around the fuel filler. It has to be cut and added. This is really not something that's done on a standard repair unless you have damage all the way through inner and outer structure. So removing a perfectly good structure isn't so-called the easiest thing to do, and it takes extreme care because we want to preserve everything else that's there that's perfect, but also add in the part that, quote, do not belong on an E91, but that now will belong in our E91 M3. It was really important to me to not only start with genuine parts, genuine body parts from BMW everywhere, so that we knew they would work, we knew they would match, and they knew they would make the fitment so that we can have a flush, perfect fitment, exactly how the way BMW would make the car, but also the process of the way it's done, the way that this is fit, the way that it's clamped, the way that everything is worked on is in a way where it doesn't move the chassis, it doesn't flex the way things need to be flexed. It's sat in a particular spot, then it's disassembled and reassembled before it's moved, before it's put down on the lift. It's really something that you need somebody like Samuel's Auto to come in and be able to have the guys and the expertise to do this bodywork the way it needed to be done. They have 30 years of experience. I've worked with Brad for probably about 25 years. He's got the guys and he has the knowledge and the materials to be able to do something like this so that we don't have to rely on guesswork. That's what makes a quality build here. It's the expertise and it's doing things the right way in and out. It matters to me that every component on the car, every bolt, every panel, every weld is done in a way that would preserve the OEM quality and really elevate the car into the build that we're trying to make. Now that the team at Samuel's Auto Body have completed all of the bodywork fabrication for these rear fenders, we're now going to be sending the car over to JTO Power. He focuses on heavy motorsport fabrication, roll cages. They have all of the Haas machines to make CNC work. He's going to knock that out, and we're going to take you through that on the next video.